Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
This is Peggy Bashir, and I'm going to call the Walpole Select Board meeting to order on the 30th day of April, 2020. We are once again meeting in remote locations. We have Regina Borden, our secretary, with us, who's on by telephone. We have Sarah Downing, who is in town hall, and then there's Steve DeLessio, Cheryl Mayberry, and we are all in a different spot. And tonight we have the pleasure of having Lori Landry with us. Lori is the superintendent of the Fall Mountain School District, and we are going to start with her so that, in fact, she can give us an update on what's happening in the Fall Mountain School.
It's a good working situation for everyone. I'm very, very pleased that Sam Jacobs will be back with us, and he'll actually have the opportunity to mentor and to provide that guidance that Justin will need as he steps further into this role next year.
Terrific.
So it's good.
I have a question about the fall. I've been reading, obviously, all sorts of comments, and I'm hearing colleges are considering, I know it's different from your school system, but colleges are even considering that they'll have to do remote learning come fall. Is that part of your thinking as you address when you're going to start school in the fall and how you're going to start it?
I don't know what's going to happen in the fall. I'm going to be very honest with you, but I think we need to be prepared. What we have done is when I've met with the building administrators, we basically are looking at what are we going to do between now and June? What are the things that we need to accomplish? We're looking at graduation, the senior prom, end of the year activities. How do we finalize and finish this year? And how do we celebrate the successes of our students at the end of this school year? The next thing that we're looking at is summer programs. Every year, we always have offered a summer opportunity for our students, whether it be summer camp for Title I or extended year opportunities. We don't know what it's going to look like, so we're planning for remote learning as well as on-site learning. For the fall, we're planning for the best. We hope that we're able to open our schools at the right time. We just don't know, but the first thing is the safety of our students, and that's what we really have to concentrate on. We have not had any direction yet from our governor. We are waiting. He has a task force. We have talked to our commissioner, and he's put together another task force to really give us the guidance and the understanding of what we need to do in the future. I don't know, but as I learn more, I'm more than happy to come back to the select board's office and give you that information as well as to the community.
You meant, when you said your commissioner, you meant the commissioner of education?
Yes, yeah, yes.
Yeah, tomorrow we all expect to hear from the governor. He's led us up to this excitement of what he's going to announce tomorrow. We aren't sure, but he just on the 24th of April extended his emergency orders for 3 weeks past the May 4th. So it's with some anticipation of what he's going to do tomorrow, because he's coming on to tell us how the rest of us are going to function through the next month or two at least. So that will be interesting for all of us.
What has happened in the past, a couple days a week, almost 3 days a week, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the Commissioner of Education holds a conference with all of the superintendents in the state. And on the 24th, Governor Sununu actually joined him during that conference call and provided us additional information. I anticipate that the same situation will happen in the future. So we are hearing from the governor as well as from the Commissioner of Education.
Good. Are there any other questions you'd like to ask, Lori?
I just,
I know the school is, hopefully the school district's getting federal aid through all of this to cover these additional expenses. At some point, it'd be nice to see what the aid looked like, what we got and how it was distributed.
we've been told that the CARES Act will provide us additional assistance.
Right.
We do not know what the parameters are. We do not know what the dollar amount is.
Right.
And we're hoping on Friday that we'll get more information. But at this present time, we are trying to be very conservative.
Yes,
We're
I know
setting
that.
expenses in a different way than what we have in the past. And
Right.
so we're looking to be as frugal as possible. This is hard times for everyone, for the community and for many people. So
Mm,
Yeah, we agree.
Yep.
We appreciate the information you've given us and are very grateful for it, and we'll be happy to have you come back.
well, thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
It's a tough time. Thanks, Lori.
Bye-bye, Lori.
Bye.
We'll go on to our agenda then, which I think Sarah is going to put up for us.
Here's the packet. Hold on. Hold on. Share screen. Let me go down here.
Oh dear, I've got, no, that's one of the warrants we have
Bear with me.
later on.
Well, I've got the actual first item. Hold on. There we go.
There we
Do
go.
you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Steve, would you like to start?
Yep. I make a motion to accept the accounts payable check register in the amount of $59,345.26 for checks issued 5/1/2020. This includes $42,345.26 payment for a police vehicle and equipment for the replacement vehicle, not the new one.
Second.
Are there any questions about this check register? Hearing none, I'm going to call for a roll call vote as required. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
Also vote aye. The payroll register is approved as presented.
I make a motion to accept the payroll register totaling $26,280.59 for checks dated 5/1/2020 and the 9/41 payroll tax transfer of $5,279.26.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? I said the payroll check register in the last time. I should have said accounts payable. So we're now at the payroll register.
Okay.
Steve has moved and it's been seconded. Are there any questions about it at all? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
I vote aye, so the payroll register is approved as presented.
I make a motion to accept the select board minutes of April 23rd, 2020.
Second.
Are there any questions about the minutes from last week? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
I vote aye. The select board minutes for April 23rd, 2020 are approved.
I make a motion to accept the non-public select board minutes of April 23rd, 2020, and the minutes shall remain sealed.
Second.
Any questions or comments about these minutes? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve? Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
I vote aye as well. The non-public select board session for April 23rd, 2020 has been approved and it will remain sealed. Please mark it so, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next items on our agenda are the warrants for the next water bill.
I make a motion to accept the Walpole water fee warrant of $40,319.04.
Second.
Any questions about it or comments? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
I vote aye. The warrant for the Walpole water fees for $40,319.04 are approved.
I make a motion to accept the Walpole sewer fees for an amount of $65,393.18.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about this particular bill? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
I vote aye. The water sewer fee warrant for $65,393.18 is approved.
I make a motion to accept the North Walpole sewer fee warrant in the amount of $56,048.24.
Second.
You, are there any questions about this warrant article? Hearing none, I will call for the vote. Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
I vote aye. The North Walpole water warrant for sewer fees for $56,048.24 is approved. Okay, we have a building permit.
I make a motion to accept building permit 2020-11 for lot 18, map 12, sublot 2, to build a 40-foot by 10-foot deck on the front of the house.
Second.
Any questions about this? I believe you've all seen what was sent out, which was the permit plus the drawings for the deck that's on the front of it. Hearing no questions or comments. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
Peggy votes well. So the building permit for 2021-11, lot 18, sublot 12, or lot 12, sublot 2 is approved. Let's go to old business if we could, please. We have 3 purchase orders, which I hope you've all had a chance to see. They all reflect warrants that were passed at town meeting on March 14th. And Sarah, are you able to put those up for us to see?
Yes. Let me toggle over there. I have to scroll down here. All right, there's the first one. Do you see it?
Yep.
PO 331079.
Yes, yes. Is that the very first one?
Correct. For the
Placement of the,
police replacement cruiser.
this is the cruiser that was damaged, if you recall, and unable to be used any longer. So this is its replacement coming out of the Capital Reserve Fund. Are there any questions about it? Comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Yeah, I just want to question something.
You may.
On this PO, it says cost not to exceed 42,000.
I don't know why it says that, except that that's what's in the Capital Reserve Fund.
Right, but in the accounts payable check register, we approved 42,345.
It got rolled into the
The equipment.
equipment in that check.
So I'm not sure what,
I think they were
I don't know
combined.
if that should be on the purchase order or not, that's all.
Perhaps it should be, but I know that it got, I think they got rolled together on that accounts payable.
Right, maybe we should just cross this off on the PO.
Fine, Sarah, will you please do that?
Yep. Okay,
So
I
just
make a
cross off.
motion to accept purchase order 331079 for a replacement cruiser in the amount of $38,569.20 and funds to come from the Police Capital Reserve Fund, Equipment Fund.
second,
Are there any questions or comments about it? This is the car that's coming from, I think there is an attached order from the company. It's coming out of Massachusetts. We've had some discussion about this before. So hearing no more questions or comments, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
aye.
I vote aye. We are approving this purchase order, which really, the purchase of the vehicle was approved by the town in March. Okay, let's see.
Peggy,
Yes.
this isn't the vehicle that was approved.
Well,
This is the
the
replacement vehicle.
replacement vehicle, yes.
Right, that wasn't approved at town meeting.
I thought the warrant, we approved the warrant article for that.
That's for the new one that we're going to buy through the Mascoma?
I thought there were two warrant articles.
I don't believe so.
I don't have I had them in front of me.
Yeah, I don't believe so, but okay, it's not going to affect this.
No, it doesn't get affected anyway, but let's go.
Right. I make a motion to accept PO something. I can't see it, Sarah.
I just moved it up.
Yep, PO 331080 in the amount of $1,700, $1,703 and no change. Funds to come from the Police Capital Reserve Fund, and I would cross out not to exceed $3,000.
Second,
Are there any questions or comments about this?
so this is the equipment for the vehicle we just approved, correct?
That's correct.
Andy,
Okay.
yeah.
And so, yeah, so they build the vehicle and the equipment separately. So that's, is that where, no, that's still just over $40,000, right?
Right.
Okay,
We have that money available in the capital reserve fund.
yep.
Yep.
So second, I guess, did I second already?
Yep.
Are there any other
Okay.
questions or comments?
No,
Okay, I'll call for the vote. Steve?
Aye.
Carol?
aye.
I vote aye, so it is approved, okay? The next one, there's another warrant. Do we have three warrant articles here?
3 purchase orders.
Purchase orders, and this purchase order is related to the new car that we did indeed, I stand corrected, we didn't have it on a warrant article. I guess we just discussed it so much, and we also discussed it at town meeting, though, that we were going to
Yeah.
be this other car. That's what I remember, because I know we had the discussion at town meeting and told people we were going to use our the money coming out of the capital reserve fund. Okay, well, this is for the new car that will be done by loan with Mascoma Bank. This is the equipment. And I can't tell you right now where they stand on that loan. I haven't spoken to them in the last few days about this. So I don't know where they stand there. That one would, but this is to come out of a capital reserve fund.
This is the equipment for that car. Where's the car?
I don't know yet. I haven't had any discussion this week. Last week, they were all set to buy it from the same dealer down in Massachusetts, but they had to work with Tom Goins and the bank, Mascoma Bank, and I don't know where they are in that process at this point.
So, okay, so we're gonna place the order for the equipment ahead of the car? Is that the plan?
Yes. it is.
Okay.
Cars
I
are
make-
bought at the same dealer.
Yeah, I'm just asking questions. I'll make a motion to approve PO 331081 for equipment for the new police cruiser, which will come from the town's general fund according to warrant article number 8.
Yeah, this will, yes, this will be warrant 8. This is the capital reserve fund.
Second.
Any other questions or comments about it? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
I vote aye. So this particular purchase order is approved for equipment to be put in a new vehicle. Okay, let's see, where are we then on the agenda? We're down to the letter that in fact they wish to have approved to be sent to the trustees of trust funds, which will obviously get the money out of those out of those capital reserve funds.
Yep. I make a motion to accept the letter to the trustees of trust funds requesting. I don't understand the dollar amounts.
I'm not sure it's accurate.
Yeah, I think we just need to read. I don't mind doing the letter, but I think we should double check the numbers.
All right.
Check.
Well, the 427220 is the 1700 plus the 38.
Okay,
Okay, so
all right, so that makes sense then.
but the other note portion, I don't know why that's, unless that number was added in twice. But I believe
I
that's
understand what they did now. Okay, I make a motion to accept the letter to the trustees of trust funds requesting $40,272.20 from the police cruiser capital reserve fund.
second.
Okay, any questions about it? This is obviously the replacement car, not the brand. Excuse me, they're both going to be new, but this is the equipment and the car itself for the replacement car for the car that failed this year.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call for a vote. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
Okay, and I vote aye, so this letter to, and we will have to sign it over the weekend. These letters will be placed on the town hall table and we can go in individually and sign them, please. All right, so this letter is accepted and approved.
Yep.
Okay, the next one, we have a letter from Dexpart. Sure, good, sure. We have it up on the screen. Have you all had a chance to read this before?
Yes.
Yes.
My only question about this letter, I was thinking about it, is it doesn't indicate how many lilac trees there. It just says multiple. So I was trying to envision, you know, they grow out of the ground, and you know, obviously they get bigger as years go on, but I couldn't really envision exactly, you know, what they were doing. I mean, I know they're doing their best to try to do what we asked them to do, but you know, I don't know, lilac trees. I was just curious as to how many they were actually going to plant.
We can certainly ask them that.
One day I stopped down there on the way back from Keene,
Yeah.
and they have done a lot of work cleaning out cars.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You hear
That's
that?
good. Yeah.
What we asked them to do then.
Yep. And also, like, is it Kara? Is that her first name?
Yeah.
Tara. Yep.
Yeah, I'd also like to recognize her. I see her out on the side of the road collecting garbage and trash all the time, all over town. It's not just down by them. But I'd like to recognize her for that. She's doing a really good job in keeping up with all of it.
She is.
I agree. I was very impressed with the 72 bags and 701 pounds of litter that she's been picking up. So that's just, it's getting her out. It's a healthy thing to do. And it's, yeah, so hopefully.
It's helping the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen her out in various places around town and she's always picking things up. So she's really does deserve to be recognized. So Kara, if you watch this, And we'll send you a note to that effect. We're very impressed with what you are doing and keeping Walpole clean. Thank you. And you saw the water and sewer receipts to date. Is that something you can put up on the screen? Up higher, please. There you go. That's good.
Yeah, it's not too far off from the norm, just a little bit. So it's very good.
No, it is good. And we just approved the warrants for the next mailing, so it will go out.
Yep. Yep.
I think that's very good.
Yeah, anything over 90% is, pretty good for where we're at right now. But that's the end of, this is for what was owed fourth quarter, so.
Yeah, that's
All right.
not bad.
It was all
Right.
the 1st of March, so yeah, it is good. All right. And I will bring you up to date. Oh my goodness, something's interfering. Somebody's trying to get into my computer, it looks like, and putting things on top of the screen. I want to give you an update on broadband. We met again this week, and I think we've worked out what we considered differences with Consolidated. We don't have their final contract yet, but we will soon. In fact, they're using, I think, our contract as a model for some of the other contracts they're drawing up with other towns. As soon as it arrives, I will in fact send it on to all of you. But today we did by email file our application to the bond bank. And we will send a paper copy to the bond bank and to our bond attorney. But we are now in the system, work as we voted on March 14th, and on record that we are applying for a bond, which that decision won't be made until July, but this bond application was due by the 8th of May. So I'm pleased that we've got it in now. So that if there is any error that somebody sees there, perhaps they'll let us know. But I think we're in good shape. We had the help of Jim Fenn. We had help from the state because they filled out, the bond bank filled out part of the application. Sandy helped us. Sarah helped us. Rich worked very hard on it. And I'm
Jody.
glad. And Jody did too.
Jody did a lot.
And so it is finished.
Good.
Yeah, that's great.
One step closer, one step closer. Okay, is there anything else? I have drafted a letter, but I'd like to wait to send that letter after we have our approval to register that letter. I assume, Steve, you're the planning board person. That letter for the lot line adjustment, we have the deed now, and I assume I shouldn't have it recorded until I've had the opportunity to go to the planning board. Is that your sense?
I would make that, I would agree with that, Peggy, just for good neighbors.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's appropriate. Once I get to the planning board, we will record that deed and I will send the letter out, because in the letter, I have asked that we indicate what the book and page number are and the date that the deed was recorded, because I want this attached to the deed.
Yep, it's a straightforward thing.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Very straightforward. Okay, anything else that should be under old business?
Yeah, I think okay, go ahead. I'm just wondering about our packages for those properties that we have that we want to deed or take or sell, actually. Sorry. They kind of fell off our list.
Sarah question whether she's had any chance to work on those.
I haven't yet. I was holding because the situation with the economy and deeding right now, or move ahead, they're pretty much, the packages are 90% ready to go as far as promotional package.
Why don't we finish them up so we can get them out to review them?
Yeah,
Okay.
can look at them and see what they are.
Right. And then the other one that's not on here, Sarah, I saw the emails go back and forth on the lighting on the bridge. Did
Mhm.
all those emails and everything get taken care of?
We haven't heard back from, I think it's Mr. Tremblay.
Well, he was looking for some more emails, right?
He was, I queried back to him about, I gave him the email for North
Okay.
Walpole Commissioner's
Commissioners?
Office.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
asked him about, like where we are with the lighting, we'll pay for the lighting, Walpole will, and was that set? Haven't heard back.
Yeah, he wants to respond to our letter.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get through, not get stuck somewhere.
Is
Yeah.
this something that was sent out?
Yeah, remember we sent out 2 letters, one on the Vilas Bridge and one on the lighting on the Arch Bridge?
Yeah, I remember the original letter. So what?
Right, we never got a response from
Okay.
DOT. And now this project manager wants to respond to us, but they were just missing a couple email addresses.
Oh, okay.
I guess
So
they're
we
getting
got-
caught up with it now.
So
Oh, okay. So they've responded to us and asked for more information?
I don't know what they're responding. They just asked for the email letter so they can respond.
Okay.
Is
So,
that what we're really asking? Is that a recent email?
yeah, it was just, yesterday?
Well, yeah,
today,
very
Sarah?
recent.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, Cheryl.
it's an email string of just asking for email addresses,
Okay.
information.
Well, it will be great if they address the lighting issue,
Would be.
or support us with a resolution of some sort.
Right, right. Well, we're asking is the same things that are on the bridge that they're doing down in the south there.
Yeah.
The same exact lighting. So,
I still vote for painting the lines or both.
well, that was in there too. So we'll see.
No.
Very
Sounds good. Okay.
important as the lights. Okay, let's go on to new business then. We've heard from Lori, and I'm pleased that she was willing to come on, or she asked, but I'm glad she came. The next is funding for the Reservoir Dam. We have a letter, I believe. Do you have a copy of it? The request from the committee?
Hold on.
This has been discussed several times, so
Yeah,
it's not
there
new.
it is.
It's just an official request from them,
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
funding help from us. And I believe that when we were talking about the costs of this and agreed to have some of the work done, we did that with understanding that we would be using money from the Conservation Committee's Forestry Fund, which is specifically allocated to the Reservoir Dam, and we would make up their deficit. So I don't know whether we have, I will simply draft a letter for us and we can sign it next week and tell them yes. Although
Yeah, this has been discussed a lot, so.
it has been, it's sort of old business at this point, but I'm glad they put it in writing. So we'll respond positively since we've really already voted on that. The next issue is the Millpond, which came today, and you've both probably seen the long chain of emails. But John Davy, who abuts the Millpond, has for years, that pond, when it's excessively high, floods his land. But when the beavers get busy back there and build their own dam, it's really very difficult for how it floods his property. And of course, with heavy rains, it makes it even worse. So through the, he called me to specifically ask for how to get hold of the Conservation Commission, because that's who he'd been told to call. And I said that I would bring it up tonight, but in the meantime, I wrote an email to everybody spelling out what his comments were. And then Alicia responded, as did John Pesca and Steve, and Alicia recommended that we look at a website called, what was it, Beavers?
Beaver diverters.
Deceivers?
Yes.
Beaver diverters.
Or diverters? Deceivers?
Evidently
Yeah.
something that a man in Grafton, Vermont has devised that in fact doesn't really kill the beavers, doesn't move them anywhere, but it prevents them from building a dam of their own that creates water problems wherever they are living. It's his way to preserve both the surrounding land that beavers frequently flood, but also keep the beavers intact. I suggest, I don't know who should make the initial call, whether it should be the Conservation Committee or someone else, but I think that it's our obligation to call that company and see if that's a reasonable thing that can be done. Gary Speed usually traps these beavers, but they always return. They know it's a good place to build, and he's not available until June or later to do any work. So I want some comment or thoughts about this, how you'd like to refer it out.
I just want to add, maybe, I think Mr. Davy, is that his last name? Sent out another email that he's been in contact with that company.
Oh, he has? Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's his expense to remove those beavers.
Yeah, I would agree. Bob Anderson from Athens, Vermont. Some information, same as Beaver Deceiver. So I'm not sure who's talking to who at this point.
Those things all came from Alicia Flamia, I believe.
No, this one came from John Davy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It said he spoke with Myra a few weeks ago and had Bob Anderson from Athens, Vermont send her some info. So I think this is another guy that's a copycat of Beaver Deceiver.
Okay, well, I went on and, as you did, and looked at the site. So I thought
I don't know who's running the show. That's all. Whether it's,
that's why I'm asking for direction, because I think we need to give Mr. Davy some direction.
I think we should have Mike Rao look into it.
All right.
Cheryl?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Mike had cleaned it out earlier this year, and obviously it doesn't stay cleaned out. So I think that would be good if you want to get in touch with Mike and have him contact these two companies to see what they have to offer.
Okay.
All right. It would be nice if we could, in fact, have something that would stay in place and that we didn't have to repeatedly go out and capture those beavers and remove them. And I will follow up with Mr. Davy and tell him that he can expect to hear from Mike. How's that?
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
Nope. Any other questions or comments about that? The next item is the equalization valuations. Do you have something on that, Sarah, to put up at all? Is there anything for us to do with this?
It's just showing that how the school education tax is based on the $436,733,601. That's what they use that figure for.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Does anybody have any questions about it?
Oh yeah, you sent that, right, Sarah? Total.
Yeah, it was
that
earlier in the week.
Yeah, total equal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, oh yeah, yes, equalized value. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. Okay. And we have a thank you from Big Brothers Big Sisters for our donation.
Yeah, that was a nice little note.
It was a nice note, a very nice note. I'm happy that we do those things. Is there any other new business to come before the board tonight?
No.
Oh, and this is from our place. All right. You have others that we've received as well?
There were ones earlier that you've acknowledged.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'd seen that before.
Yep, they're trickling in.
Okay, thank you. All right, any other new business?
Nope.
Hearing none, then I'm going to ask that we leave the select board meeting and go into, if we could have a motion to move to Hooper, please.
Motion to go into Hooper?
Second.
All in favor? Steve,
Aye.